We've all seen the perfect show dogs prancing around at dog shows, but what are the differences between a show Pomeranian and a pet? In this video, I discuss and compare the differences between the show standards for Pomeranians and pet Pomeranians, along with the prices for each, lifestyle differences, and if a show Pomeranian and a pet Pomeranian can come from the same litter. What is the difference between a Pomeranian show dog and a pet? There are many subtle differences between a Pomeranian that is destined to be a show dog and one that its sole purpose is in becoming a loving member of our families. These differences include health and genetics, temperament, trainability, and mainly how close the appearance and stature of the dog meets the breed standards set by the AKC. Each dog breed has its own standard or list of attributes that determine what the breed should look like. The standards are what a dog should be judged on within the show ring. So let's dig a little deeper into the differences, starting with the Pomeranian's appearance. So what does a show Pomeranian look like? A show Pomeranian is a short and compact dog with an extremely fluffy double coat of fur. A Pomeranian's heavy plumed tail that curves over its back is one of its most distinct characteristics of the breed, and Pomeranians should appear alert, intelligent, and full of confidence. So what are the breed standards for a Pomeranian show dog? The AKC Breed Standard for Pomeranians includes the following characteristics. The weight. A Pomeranian must be between 3 to 7 pounds, with the ideal weight of being 4 to 6 pounds. Proportion. Pomeranians are a square breed with a short back. Its ratio of body to length and height should be 1:1. Substance. A Pomeranian should be sturdy to medium boned. Head. Balanced with the body, broad at the back, tapering towards the nose in a wedge shape. Eyes. Medium-sized and almond-shaped. The eyes are to be set well into the skull, and the width between the eyes are to be balanced in comparison to the rest of its facial features. Ears. Small ears are to be mounted high on top of the dog's head. The skull. Pomeranian should have a closed, slightly rounded, but not domed skull. The muzzle. The muzzle should be short and straight, with a length ratio in comparison to its skull of 1/3 to 2/3. Its coat. Pomeranians should have a beautiful and fluffy double coat of fur with a full mane and feathered legs. Thick fur along their back legs with a fluffy tail that curls straight onto their back. How is the breed standard determined? Breed standards are meant to be a written description of the ideal specimen. The breed standard or any revisions start with the AKC parent club for the specific breed. The parent club members vote on any changes to the standard and submit those back to the AKC for approval. If approved, the new standard becomes a blueprint for the breed. This blueprint or list of standards is just a guideline for judges to follow inside the show ring. Standards can be interpreted differently from judge to judge. So what are the main differences between a pet and a show dog? Unless you are a breeder or a dog show judge, you will not notice the difference between a show Pomeranian and a pet Pomeranian. A pet Pomeranian is one that falls outside of the breed standard for show dogs. A pet may be larger or smaller than the standard, have unrecognized eye colors, or mismatched markings. What are show dog faults? A fault is an aspect of appearance or temperament that is considered detrimental to the dog's breed. There are some characteristics of a breed that are still accepted into dog shows but are considered faults. An example would be an entire white foot on any dog besides an entirely white dog or party colored. There are also other characteristics of breeds that are not recognized and accepted into the dog show at all. An example would be a very light blue eyes on any dog other than a merle. So due to the high level of competition within the dog show community, it is highly unlikely that you would see any dog with a noticeable fault enter the show ring. So what are considered faults for show Pomeranians? The following are considered some faults for the show Pomeranian breed: a rounded dome skull, undershot, overshot, or wry bite, a low set tail, flat-footed, cowhawks, turn in or outward knees, a soft, flat, or open coat, white foot or feet, and a non-white or party dog. So how does a breeder determine the difference between a pet and a show dog? A Pomeranian show breeder has a lot of experience with the breed and a deep knowledge of the breed standard. A breeder will pay close attention to the puppies and record their growth and features over time in order to be a good judge of the future show potential. An experienced show breeder will be able to tell the difference between a potential show dog and one that will not meet the show standard. So can a show Pomeranian and a pet Pomeranian come from the same litter? Show Pomeranians and pet Pomeranians often come from the same litter of puppies. If a breeder is breeding with the intention of producing show dogs, every breeding pair will be selected based on the characteristics that could result in puppies that fit the show standard. But not all of the puppies will be chosen as potential show dogs. The dogs that aren't selected for the show ring will become perfect pets. There really is no difference between a show dog and a pet. The show dog just happens to fit the ideal for show purposes. One dog is not better than the other. So how much is a show quality Pomeranian? Show quality Pomeranians have been known to cost up to $10,000 or more. A show quality dog can be much harder to find, and the price for a show Pomeranian will depend on its genetics, care, and travel costs, as well as your intentions for the dog. Will you be showing or breeding your dog? Many people make a living showing dogs in dog shows, which also contributes to the high price of a show dog. So what is the difference in price between a show Pomeranian and a pet? A pet Pomeranian can range between $1,500 and $6,000, where a show Pomeranian can often be $10,000 or more. Are show dogs pets? The majority of show dogs are also considered pets. There may be some that are viewed as show dogs or dogs within a breeding program, but the majority are pets with a fancy job. So can a Pomeranian that didn't meet show standards still participate in other dog sports or activities? A Pomeranian that doesn't meet the specific show standards can still participate in a wide range of other dog sports and activities. While dog shows have a very specific criteria for appearance, there are numerous activities and sports where a Pomeranian's personality, energy, and intelligence can shine. Agility. Pomeranians are agile and can excel in agility courses, showcasing their speed and agility as they navigate through various obstacles. Obedience. Pomeranians are super intelligent and can perform very well in obedience trials, demonstrating their ability to follow commands and perform various tasks. Rally obedience. This sport combines elements of obedience and agility, requiring dogs to navigate a course while performing specified tasks. Trick training. Pomeranians are known for their quick learning abilities, making them great candidates for trick training and showcasing their unique skills. Canine freestyle, also known as dog dancing. This activity involves choreographing routines set to music, highlighting the dog's skills and cooperation. Flyball, the fast-paced relay race that involves teams of dogs jumping hurdles, triggering a spring-loaded box to release a tennis ball, which they then carry back over the hurdles. Lure coursing. Pomeranians can enjoy simulated chasing and coursing of a mechanically operated lure, providing mental and physical stimulation. Therapy dog work. Pomeranians with a gentle temperament can become certified therapy dogs, offering comfort and companionship to people in hospitals, nursing homes, and schools. In nose work, Pomeranians can use their keen sense of smell to participate in sense detection activities and searching for hidden scents. Are there any behavioral differences between Pomeranian show dogs and pet Pomeranians? Behavioral differences between Pomeranian show dogs and pet Pomeranians can arise due to their different breeding and training purposes. Some potential differences to consider are: with show dogs, there's temperament testing. Show dogs often undergo temperament testing to ensure they have a well-balanced and confident demeanor suitable for the show environment. Socialization. Show dogs are frequently exposed to various people, environments, and experiences from a young age to develop confidence and ease in different settings. Handler training. Show dogs learn to become comfortable with strangers, handling them, posing them, and examining them as part of the show ring experience. Obedience and presentation. Show dogs are trained to stand still and move gracefully for judges, which can impact their behavior in response to commands. Pet Pomeranians. Companion focus. Pet Pomeranians are bred for companionship, so their temperament often leans towards being affectionate, playful, and well suited for family life. Socialization. While socialization is important for both show and Pet Pomeranians might have a broader exposure to various household and everyday situations. Varied training. While not trained for the show ring, Pet Pomeranians might receive basic obedience training and engage in activities that align with their energy levels and owner's interests. Diverse behaviors. Pet Pomeranians might exhibit a wider range of behaviors due to their diverse environments and lifestyles, including being more relaxed at home. In companion animals, Pet Pomeranians are chosen primarily for companionship, so they might be more inclined to seek interaction, comfort, and bond closely with their owners. Can I transition a Pomeranian from a show dog to a pet if it doesn't perform well in shows? Yes, it is possible to transition a Pomeranian from a show dog to a pet if it doesn't perform well in shows, or if the owner decides that the show career is not the best fit for the dog. So should you get a show Pomeranian? Just because you get a show quality Pomeranian doesn't guarantee that your dog will be a top show dog in the future. A breeder may be reluctant to selling show quality dogs to a first-time Pomeranian owner, or one that may not allow the puppy to reach its full potential. If showing Pomeranians is your goal, make sure to get involved in the showing community and becoming fully educated in showing Pomeranians. So why should you get a pet Pomeranian? Pet Pomeranians are just the same as show dogs without the high price tag. Unless you plan on showing your dog or a breeder, that doesn't really make sense to pay all the money for a show dog. I can get a little fired up about the perfect breed standard when it comes to dogs. I personally love all Pomeranians regardless of what standard they happen to fall into. They're an extremely special breed that is very dear to my heart. If you're lucky enough to share your life with a Pomeranian, please make sure to show them the same love that they give you. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy some of my other videos, and I thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hug your Pom today.